Tip of the hat to Maine. They are better than what their record shows. I think coming into today's game, when you take out the GW game that they lost, I think by 24, 25, I mean, they had lost, I think it was 6 games by a total of 37 points. So when we did make a run, I was not surprised to see that they were fighting even harder. They're better than that record. But I thought our guys did a really good job of jumping on them early. I think we kept our foot on their neck for the vast majority of the game. We had a stretch in the second half where I think we didn't quite match their intensity. A few offensive rebounds here and there. We had a couple silly turnovers, that kind of brought them back into it. But, tough team to play against for sure.
Fast break points, you outdueled them 20-2. Just talk about the speed that this team has, and in particular in this game.
Yeah, that was when we looked at our team, our roster, coming into July, like when we were getting to work with our guys, we knew we were going to have some depth. We got better athletes than we've had in the past, and the idea, quite honestly, last year was like, hey, we got the best big man in the league. We're not going to be flying up and down, and one, he gets tired, and two, he might not touch the ball. Like, the idea was like, we'll try to score in the first 7 seconds, and if we didn't score, Matt Rogers got to touch the ball. We don't have a Matt Rogers, but we got a bunch of guys that can really get out and run. They've done a really good job of conditioning themselves and recovering, and that's one of our strengths. If we can play really good defense and get stops and get clean rebounds, we can be a really tough team to have to defend in the transition.
Wyatt, to kind of build off that, how much different is it playing this style than a year ago? And for today in particular, just how effective do you think that was for you in being able to create an opening there?
Yeah, very effective. I mean, it's night and day compared to last year. Last year, like he said, was pretty slow-paced. This year, I mean, we call it first 7 seconds. When we get that ball, we're allowed to do whatever we want in the first 7 seconds. And
not whatever you
want. We're allowed to play basketball in the first 7 seconds. So, I mean, we have athletes, like he said, and we can get downhill, kick out a lot of good shooters, and it's a lot of fun to play.
Wyatt, from your freshman year, I mean, you started off as really just a shooter, but today the defense had to watch you from shooting, from the lane, and also from your playmaking perspective. How has it been just fitting into an extended role on this team as you get older?
Yeah, a lot different. I mean, last year I played behind great guards, Colin, Eli, all of them. So I think my role last year was just kind of come in, take care of the ball, knock down open shots, and this year my role has expanded a little bit, which I was excited about. I also think confidence-wise, I have a lot more confidence this year, and I'm that's allowed me to get downhill, feel confident in my ability to shoot the ball, all that.
And Coach Simpkins, I mean, your team gave up a lot of fouls today, and Maine missed 14 free throws. If they made those free throws, this is a whole different ball game. Going forward, what adjustments are you planning to make just to cut down on the level of fouls and the amount of free throws you guys give up?
Well, it's going to change from team to team. We had a couple silly fouls, but I think when teams see that they can't quite get loose with some of their actions and they can't shoot the ball well from three, they're going to do what we saw in the second half. Just kind of put your head down and just hope the refs will. And we just got to be more disciplined. I talked to the ref. I said, hey, man, I think they're literally just putting their shoulders down. They say, Coach, I would agree with you, but when you guys are falling back, your hands are coming down. So those are some things discipline-wise that we've just got to work on and try to stick to. And you can take on-ball charges. The ones going for a layup, you can't take those. But on the ball, if you're a square and a guy hits you in the chest, we'll work on taking charges on the ball. Because I think we're in pretty good legal position. I'll send some clips to head up officials because I think we're in legal guarding position, and we got it. We can't put the refs in those positions to call coming down with our hands, but it is what it is.
Duane, with some of the foul trouble, Chris got a little more extended run today against a D1 team anyway. How do you think he's kind of come along in the post here over the last couple of weeks?
He's come a long way. I mean, he still has deficiencies defensively, but they're not nearly as great as they were, 3 weeks ago, a month ago. So he's going to continue to grow, and we need him. We've and we're on him every single day in practice. Probably, some people may say too much, but it's going to help him grow at a faster rate because we're going to need him. Between Julian and we've got two bigs right now. Carson being out, so he's going to have to grow up on the defensive end. But he can score the basketball, that's for sure. He can score it.
kind of similar to what you just said, Coach. I mean, you have your two biggest players out for the season, and you're playing a Maine team that has 2 6'10" guys in their starting lineup. You guys only got out-rebounded by 4. What sort of confidence does it give you that you guys can really, face up against these taller lineups?
The height doesn't matter. That's heart. That's just grit. That's determination. We gave up 4 offensive rebounds off of free throws, which didn't like. But the height thing doesn't matter. We talk about punching guys with our bodies and just being in a legal position to rebound. It's about heart. That's all it is.
And I guess just one last question. Can you talk about Cade's discipline from the field? I mean, last game he missed 1 shot, and in this game he only missed 2. What type of shot discipline are you seeing from him, especially as a freshman, and how would that just continue to grow?
I mean, he's got a ton of confidence. We try to recruit guys that have confidence, and we try to light a fire on them to be even more confident. But he works at it. All of our guys do. So that's the reason why they have the freedom to shoot some of the shots in transition that some coaches may not like. But those are the ones we work on. And basketball is very fluid. When he started the season, I think he started probably 0 for 9 between Wake Forest and the second game. And Greg Jones the same way. He's been struggling from 3. They're going to come. They work on him. We're going to allow them to continue to shoot him. And so I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. Yeah. All right, guys. See y'all tomorrow.
Thank you.